Welcome to this video about making well-informed study choices. There are so many possibilities, and this might be the first time in your life that you're making an important decision for your future, so it's common to feel overwhelmed. Kia ora, ko Nell tāku ingoa, he mātanga rapuara ki te rōpū rapuara. My name's Nell and I'm a career consultant at UC Careers. I'm going to provide a framework that will break down making study decisions into more manageable steps to help you make the right choice for you with confidence. Many jobs have specific requirements, such as a particular degree or certain courses. For example, if you want to be a lawyer, you have to have a law degree. However, there are also degrees that allow more flexibility in career paths. If you choose to do a law degree, you don't have to be a lawyer. There are lots of other options. If you have a particular job in mind, research what skills, knowledge, and competencies will help you succeed and thrive in that job. This will help ensure that your degree aligns with future job requirements. It's equally important to consider your personal interests. Are you genuinely passionate about the topics covered in the degree, or are you choosing it because you feel you should? Balancing what you need for a career with what excites you will lead to greater satisfaction, reduce the risk of burnout, and help keep you motivated through your study. Certain skills are consistently in demand across fields. Things like communication, teamwork, problem solving, and digital literacy. Even if your chosen degree doesn't focus on these explicitly, consider courses that will help you develop those transferable skills. Look into other activities you could get involved with at university to help you put them into practice. Use those opportunities to discover which skills you enjoy using and those you'd rather minimise in your future jobs. Consider whether your degree offers room for changes. If you're unsure about committing to one specific path, look for programs with multiple elective options or the possibility to switch majors later. Flexibility can be crucial in a fast-changing job market. Careers NZ has a library of job profiles that include insights into different roles across various industries. You can look up job descriptions, the typical qualifications required, day-to-day tasks, salary ranges, and future growth outlooks. If you don't know a job title to search for, you can browse jobs by industry, or you might like to complete Career Quest, which will make a broad range of suggestions for you based solely on your potential interests. Many universities have their own career resources like UC's Careers Kit, which lists the most common jobs graduates from each degree have gone into and the most common employers of those graduates. Check out the brochure for industries you're interested in to get some ideas. Talking to people who are already doing the work you'd like to do is a valuable way of gaining insight into the most current state of the industry and types of jobs you're interested in. So who do you know that might be doing that type of work? Get in touch with them to organise a time for an informal conversation where you can ask questions that you can't find the answers to anywhere else. Perhaps your friend's mum does that kind of work, or your dad's best mate. Maybe someone from a community group you're involved with. Ask open questions. For example, instead of saying, "Do you like your job?" ask, "What do you like about your job?" They might like something that you'd hate, so every time you speak to someone, ask if they can suggest one or two others you could talk to. The more perspectives you gather, the more information you'll have to figure out what works for you. You've probably heard of the jobs board Seek, but you might not be familiar with the section at the bottom of the screen, which has lots of helpful advice and resources for job seekers. In the Explore Careers section, you can find jobs that might be interesting for you. If you type in business consultant, it brings up lots of jobs that might be similar. With job titles becoming more inconsistent, this is a helpful way to get ideas for other job titles you can search for. Okay, so now you've got some ideas for the types of jobs you'd like to do in the future. Many people start their career decision-making process with this step because it's the easiest. The risk with starting at this step is that you find too many options and now you're going round in circles comparing those options to each other and feeling overwhelmed with how to choose one. You start second-guessing everything you thought you knew about yourself and the world of work. It might work better for you to compare each option with yourself. In order to do that, you need to know who you are and what's important to you. So pause the video and grab a blank piece of paper. Start jotting down your values, strengths, skills, interests, preferences, and experiences. You might also like to include your goals, personality, and needs. It's okay if you don't know these things about yourself. Perhaps that's your reason for going to university. There's heaps of useful resources on our website for students and many that you can access even if you're not enrolled. Have a think about how else you might discover these things about yourself as well. As you're adding characteristics to your sheet, consider those that are most important to you. If something you write down didn't exist in your work, would you be miserable? Highlight those things. Now you can compare each option with your piece of paper. Option A might be an 80% match, so you might decide that's a good option to pursue. Option B might only match by 40%. It might match better in the future, but you might decide 40% is not high enough for now. Option C might match by 60%, but it might be the most important 60%. Those things you highlighted as you wrote them down. Now you can choose whether to work towards the opportunity that matches most of your criteria or the one that matches your most important criteria. Before you entirely dismiss that opportunity that matched by 40%, you might have felt disappointed that it wasn't a higher match. If that's the case, consider what might be missing from your piece of paper that would make you a better match for that job. Those things become your areas for development list. As you gain confidence with the items on the list, look for examples of where you've demonstrated competence. Now you can move that item to a new list, call it your success log, brag file, or achievements record. But don't just write down what you did. Include whether you did it well, how you know you did it well. Did someone give you positive feedback? Did you get a good grade? Was your idea or solution embraced? Also write down what skills you used and why you were motivated to do it. This will provide some powerful content for your CV when the time comes to apply for jobs. Finally, let's talk about building confidence in your decision making. The key here is to approach these decisions thoughtfully, but not let them consume you. Trust the process and stay informed. As long as you're gathering information, reflecting on your goals, and making conscious choices, trust that you're on the right path. Knowledge is powerful in decision making, and staying informed will help you feel more confident. Seek guidance when needed. Remember that you don't have to figure it all out alone. Your university has career practitioners who can offer guidance and answer questions. They have experience helping students navigate these same decisions and can provide a fresh perspective. Embrace learning and growth along the way. Every course, job, or experience you undertake adds to your skills and knowledge. Learning from each step, rather than seeing them as make or break decisions, can help you build resilience and adaptability. Set small, achievable goals. Breaking down long-term career planning into manageable steps can help you feel more in control and less intimidated by big decisions. Take it one step at a time. To wrap up, making degree and course choices is about aligning your education with your career and personal goals, exploring resources to understand job requirements, managing options to avoid overwhelm, and making confident, well-informed decisions. Remember, this process doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be purposeful. As you go forward, keep a balance between practical requirements and your personal interests. Seek out information and insights, and don't let too many options hold you back. You're on a journey, and each step you take adds to your skills, knowledge, and future opportunities. UC Careers is here to help you along that journey anytime you get stuck or don't know which way to turn. Students can book appointments with us by phone, Zoom, or in person by logging in on our website. There's heaps of other useful tools, learning modules, resources, and information on that website too, so feel free to have a browse whenever it suits. Good luck in your journey, and I look forward to meeting you on campus. Mā te wā!